time
That's the
hit,
game.
and that's going to be a walk-off RBI single. Swung on, chopper to third. Here comes the go-ahead run. It's over the head of the center fielder, and it's a home run.
Oh, my
goodness.
homer.
Welcome to the KVB pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the Culver Cavaliers take on the South Central Satellites in the semifinal round of Sectional 51. This is Indiana High School softball. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play on the diamond, our sports analyst, Nathan Origer. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. Welcome you to Union Mills, Indiana 46382. We are back for more, set to continue the new era of KVB Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com. Well, as we get ready for our 15th sports broadcast of the spring season, we have talked with head coach Tony Wallace of the Satellites and J.B. Overmeyer of the Culver Cavaliers on the Saturday Sports Line, of course. But when we go ahead and look at South Central, head coach Wallace and his Satellites started their season back on March 30th, beating South Bend Riley 16-9. They then lost to Winnemac in a doubleheader 8-1 in Game 1 and 15-5 in Game 2. They then lost to Knox 9-5 before beating West Central 7-1. They then beat Morgan Township 18-4, North Newton 6-0, Couts 10-7, and Washington Township 4-2. They fell to Wheeler 7-4, then beat Portage 7-6, and Concord 1-0. They fell to Boone Grove, the Satellites did, 12-1. They then went on a big winning streak, a long one, beating Westville 7-6, Culver Community, who they'll see tonight, 23-8, Hebron 17-1, Argus 20-0, Marquette Catholic 23-6, Westville 14-7, and Counts 11-0. They then lost to Boone Grove again, 4-3 this time. Then Kankakee Valley, 13-3. LaPorte, 10-9 in a close one. Then beat Highland, 13-10 to end the regular season. They beat North Judson St. Pierre on Monday to open their sectional run. 11-0 was the final as the Satellites come into this sectional contest very strong at 17-8 on the season and 5-1 in Porter County Conference play. That was good enough for second in the PCC. So the Satellites have come a long way since we talked with Tony Wallace on the Saturday Sports Line. He kind of mentioned this was a young team, but they're coming into their own here in this semifinal round. Might be perfect timing for them for a good run. When it comes to hitting, Maddie Cleek leads this team with a .452 batting average, and right behind her is Marley Cavender hitting a .449. Rounding out the top three is Molly Jimenez averaging a .421 at the plate. As a whole, this team has a .375 batting average with an on-base percentage of .430. They have 289 hits, 239 runs, and 203 RBIs on the season. Looking at the pitching for the Satellites, they have used 6 different arms through the 145 innings pitched. They have an ERA rating of 4.73. They have allowed 190 hits, 145 runs, and they've struck out their opponents 138 times. With us tonight, breaking things down on the diamond, we are honored to have Nathan Origer back for more on the call. Welcome back, Nathan.
Hey, hello, Mitch. Long time no see after a long time of seeing each other last night.
It was hard to get up this morning.
Yes, it was. And I got home, by the time I got home, and I did a little bit of cleaning, and I had to do my regular prep work for tonight. I won't say how late I got to bed last night, but I'm dragging a little bit.
I bet you are.
I followed up an energy drink with a coffee this morning, and my soul has hated me ever since.
Well, and a lot of people think we just show up, have fun, and talk, which we do, but we give a lot of energy, and there's a lot of effort into this.
There is way too much effort for something just requires sitting on my butt.
Yeah, we're not just a couple of guys having fun. We actually put in some work to do this. Oh, well, that's my soapbox. So, thoughts on the Satellites?
So, I was here on Monday to see them beat my Lady Jays.
Which was a tough loss.
It was a tough loss. For the first, I think, 5 innings, it was a really close game. I think it was 3-0 until the 5th. And 2 of those 3 runs just came from a really unfortunate error where the ball literally just popped out of our right fielder's glove. But you know what? Maddie Cleek was on fleek.
I like that.
She was just in control of that game. And, the bats were relatively quiet. And then in the 5th inning, like I said, I think that's when it happened. The Jays made some mistakes, and South Central really capitalized on it. But, it's interesting. Like, South Central lost to Wheeler. NJSP beat Wheeler. It's just really interesting.
Culver beat Judson.
Yeah, the whole thing is just really kind of
a hodgepodge.
It's interesting to see when it comes down to what matters here in the tournament, how much we learn from those regular season games. And if they started their second or third pitcher to give their main pitcher a break, things maybe went differently. Or if somebody was out sick, but they're going to be coming into this tournament, everyone where they need to be on the diamond to perform as well as possible because everything is on the line now.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens for the Satellites in this one tonight. We go ahead and turn the page and look at the Culver Lady Cavaliers. Head coach J.B. Overmeyer and his Cavs started their season off hot, beating Argus 17-3, then LaVille 12-5. Culver Academies in the crosstown rival 19-2. North Miami 8-7. DeMont Christian 6-5. Elkhart Christian Academy 21-5, and North White 8-3. We saw the Cavs beat the Oregon Davis Bobcats 15-1. They then fell to South Central 23-8. They beat Pioneer 10-3. They fell to Northwestern 10-1 before beating Triton 16-1 and Hebron 13-9. They lost to Knox 10-0. We saw them fall to North Judson like we talked a moment ago, 9-2. That was on May 14th. They then beat Caston 8-4, then lost to Winnemac 11-3 to end the regular season. The Cavs started their sectional run beating Oregon Davis 16-0 as the Cavs come into this sectional semifinal battle at 14-5 on the season, and they went 6-2 in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play. Good enough for third. When it comes to hitting, Abby Zahner, she leads this team with a .534 batting average. Right behind her is Gracie Milam hitting a .534, and then rounding out the top 3 is Aiden Molbash averaging a .491 at the dish. As a whole, this team has a .402 batting average with an OBP of .514. They have 203 hits, 196 runs, and 160 runs batted in up to this point. We look at the pitching for the Cavs. They have used 5 different arms through the 108.1 innings pitched. They have an ERA rating of 3.1. They have allowed 136 hits, 108 runs, and have struck out their opponents 167 times. Your thoughts on the Cavs?
For starters, I just realized, because of something we were talking about before we went on the air, both starting lineups have a Maddie. Both starting lineups have a Grace. Both starting lineups have an Abby. Some trends we can pick out about naming children 14 to 18 years ago.
It's interesting.
I've seen Culver a few times between the games we covered and then when I was up here before the NJSP South Central game. Obviously a very strong squad. They've got Molbash in the circle, who I think you were telling me did not pitch when the Cavs faced the Satellites earlier this season. I think you're going to see having her pitching and just knowing that they suffered that loss, that they're going to come in and this is going to be a really competitive game, and they're going to have their A game going.
Well, it'll be interesting as we are expecting a great afternoon of IHSAA softball sectional action. We certainly appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show. Taste the feeling. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, agriculture has been a cornerstone of our business for more than 135 years. Our personal relationships within the ag community run deep for multiple generations. If you're looking for a financial partner that knows, understands, and supports agriculture, I'd love to hear from you. I'm Isaac Blue, Ag Banker at First Farmers. Come into our Knox, North Judson, or Culver branches, or visit us online at ffbt.com when you're ready to talk about growing your operation. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
Frayne Mortuary in Winnemac is family-owned and operated with 3 locations serving Pulaski County and the surrounding communities. Frayne Mortuary has provided our community with caring and compassionate service for loved ones. Our licensed staff is available to assist you with pre-need funeral planning and at-need funeral planning. We provide traditional burial and cremation services. We offer a full line of headstones and monuments at Frayne Mortuary in Winnemac. It's our family serving your family.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Thank you to my good friend John Tobbs at the Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Has been serving lives of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We certainly appreciate them supporting local high school sports, as we are lucky to say no injuries to report, as that is our Pulaski Memorial Hospital injury report. Stay tuned as we will hear from Tony Wallace of the Satellites and J.B. Overmeyer of the Cavaliers after the break. That's in the Marian University's Ancilla College Coaches Corner. You are listening to KVB's WKVI.
This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winnemac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible health care experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Browns. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Let's talk with the coaches on the Ancilla College Coaches Corner with Mitch Columbi.
Welcome into the Marian University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. I'm talking with head coach of the Culver Lady Cavaliers, J.B. Overmeyer. Coach, you took care of business against the Lady Cats again, this time in the sectional opener on Monday night. Now you face a pretty good South Central team who seems to be putting things together at the right time. Have the Cavs finally gotten into that groove that we were talking about a couple of weeks ago you hoped they would be?
I think so. I think the win at Lewis Cass was huge for us, and the girls seem determined and refocused. So sure hope so.
Yeah, well, and you go up against the South Central Satellites, who really took it to the Jays on Monday night, not allowing the Jays any runs. And the game we saw against the Jays, you guys kind of had some trouble there, but that was in that stint where you guys were playing almost every night. So what do you think needs to happen tonight for the Cavs' sake against the Satellites?
We're the visiting team, so we're batting first, and we just need to get out there and put some runs on the board early. And then we're going to have to pretty much play air-free defense. They're a good team, and hopefully, getting some runs up on them early, and we'll rattle them a little bit maybe. Yeah,
and then defensively, pitching-wise, what do you hope you see in the circle, but also defensively behind?
Aiden, she's been my ace all year, and I putting a lot on her and Gracie behind the plate, and they know that the girls behind them are there for them. So it's a team effort, and but put a lot on Aiden to find that strike zone where Blue's going to let her get some by.
Right. Well, Coach, I sure do appreciate your time. Good luck tonight, and we'll see what happens.
All right. Thanks, sir.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student-athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today.
Welcome back to the Marian University Ancilla College Coaches Corner. I'm talking with head coach of the South Central Satellites, Tony Wallace. Well, Coach, you made it look easy in the quarterfinal against the Jays. What went so well for the Satellites?
They came out and played good, solid defense. They got the bats going. And the thing I thought was key was we jumped on them early and got an early run, which gives Maddie, our pitcher, a little bit of ease out there on the mound when you get out there for the first inning.
You know, when we talked on the Saturday Sports Line a few weeks ago, you talked about how young this team is. But, you know, with games and performances like that on Monday night, you got to feel like they're coming into their own, getting older, and using the experience they have to their benefit. What do you think you need to see tonight against the Cavs to take the next step and get back to a sectional championship?
I just think we need to approach it the same way we did Monday and come out and try to score early and play great defense and, just back our pitcher up. I believe that's what we can do. Mobash is going to be giving her best to us. We took Madsen down on Monday, and today it's Mobash, and we're going to hope we can go in there and like I said, we're just going to, play our game and try to keep the errors to zero. And we're going to come in here and we're just going to fight. This is our home turf, and the girls don't like to lose on their home turf.
I guarantee it, Coach. Well, I sure do appreciate your time. Good luck tonight, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, thank you.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Okay, as we get set for Indiana High School sectional softball action, what are your surf internet keys to the game as a South Central satellite, Nathan?
Well, Mitch, I think first and foremost, I go out there and I remember what we did the last time we faced this team. Yeah, Mobash wasn't in the circle, but we still showed them that we were dominant. We've got home field advantage here. I think it's just like Coach said, you come out and you swing early and you establish yourselves as a dominant team on this field early, and you make Lady Cavs play catch-up.
Surf internet keys to the game for the Cavs.
Don't let your bloodlust, desire for revenge, get over the top and kind of distract you from the point. Because I know every one of those girls, they want this championship, but that means they also want to get back at South Central for what happened in the regular season. It was a pretty sizable deficit there. I think they just have to make sure to temper that. Remember that you can't get so excited that you start making stupid plays. Last night we saw a couple of plays that weren't errors but were mental errors, and that is going to kill you sometimes more than actually bobbling a ground ball or overthrowing first base. Is when you just start doing stupid things. Culver has to find the right level of intensity that they give it their all, give it 110%, but don't get sloppy.
Well, that is our Surf Internet keys to the game. Our LAP Way starting lineups are next.
Are you tired of slow speeds, rising bills, or internet that struggles when everyone's online? Then now is the time to make the switch to Surf Internet. Here's why Aaron switched.
Competitive prices, no contracts, reliable service, and nice people to work with.
Switch today so you can experience the surf difference. Fiber internet plans start at just $30 a month with AutoPay, plus free installation and no contracts. Visit surfinternet.com today. Restrictions apply. Not all speeds available in all areas.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
It's time for the LAP Waste starting lineups.
For the Lady Satellites in the field to start today, we will see Molly Jimenez in left field, Caitlin Duttlinger's in center field, and Caitlin Allen is in right field. The infield shows Paisley Maldonado at third, Brooke Burns at second, Marley Cavender at first, Ashlyn Stroud will be the shortstop, Grace Shakaitis behind home plate is the catcher, and Maddie Cleek gets the call to start in the circle in this one for the Satellites. For the Lady Cavaliers of Culver, their batting order shows the center fielder Abby Zahner leading off, then shortstop Brooke Davis, pitcher Aiden Molbash, and then the catcher Gracie Milam is the cleanup hitter. Batting fifth will be third baseman Savannah Schlemmer, then left fielder Brianna Schlemmer. First baseman Maddie Kitts bats seventh. Right fielder Alexis Gasanovis is at the 8 slot, and at the bottom of the lineup we will see second baseman Hayden Lute. That is our starting lineups, our LAP Waste starting lineups for today, as we will be back to get set for the first pitch. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Stay tuned for America's Pastime with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
LAP Waste can offer services for trash removal, large or small. Here's Kirby Anderson.
We do offer front load service in 2, 4, 6, and 8 yard dumpsters for front loads. And we also do a lot of roll off in 12s, 15s, 20s, 30s, 40s, and we even got quite a few packers at job sites that are permanent places to where they need to dispose of a lot of trash.
Here's Honey Lamer.
Just give us a call at 574-542-4019 and we'll get you all set up.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
From Union Mills, Indiana, we welcome you to broadcast number 15 of our 2026 spring sports season to see the South Central Satellites take on the Culver Cavaliers in Sectional 51. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. You can stay up to speed on local high school sports in this area by following us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all KVB Sports content. You can listen to us on your phone, computer, or tablet. Just go to one of our social media sites I mentioned and tap the link on our page. We are literally in the palm of your hand. Well, we are proud to let you know the public address announcer today at South Central is Butch Nedza. The scoreboard operator will be Doug Nelson. We remember him from the girls' basketball season. He's the head coach, of course. And then our umpires for this evening are Bob Nelson and Sean Horton. With us tonight, we are honored to have sports analyst Nathan Orger on the call to decipher the play in which we will describe for you. And like I said, I'm Mitch Columbi, proud to be doing the play-by-play as we are set for Indiana High School softball sectional semifinal action from Union Mills, Indiana. We go through our LAP Waste starting lineups one more time. If you're just now joining us for the Lady Satellites in the field to start today, we will see Molly Jimenez in left field, Caitlin Duttlinger's in center field, and Caitlin Allen is in right field. The infield shows Paisley Maldonado at third, Brooke Burns at second, Marley Cavender at first, Ashlyn Stroud will be the shortstop, Grace Shakaitis behind home plate is the catcher, and Maddie Cleek gets the call to start in the circle for the Satellites. For the Lady Cavaliers, their batting order shows the center fielder Abby Zahner leading off, then shortstop Brooke Davis, pitcher Aiden Molbash, and the catcher Gracie Milam is the cleanup hitter. Batting fifth will be third baseman Savannah Schlemmer, then left fielder Brianna Schlemmer. First baseman Maddie Kitts, she bats seventh. Right fielder Alexis Gasanovis is at the 8 slot, and at the bottom of the lineup we will see the second baseman Hayden Lute. Cavs Satellites here on WKVI, the semifinal round of Sectional 51 coming your way. Don't go anywhere. The Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack first pitch is up next.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
5 Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5 Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5 Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, agriculture has been a cornerstone of our business for more than 135 years. Our personal relationships within the ag community run deep for multiple generations. If you're looking for a financial partner that knows, understands, and supports agriculture, I'd love to hear from you. I'm Isaac Blue, Ag Banker at First Farmers. Come into our Knox, North Judson, or Culver branches, or visit us online at ffbt.com when you're ready to talk about growing your operation. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
When you need quality printing that gets you noticed, Town & Country Printers is your one-stop shop. We specialize in vinyl graphics of all kinds. Bold yard signs, attention-grabbing banners, custom labels and decals made just for you. Need custom t-shirts? We print those too. Plus professional business cards that make the perfect first impression. We print everything but newspapers and money. Whether it's business advertising, special events and outings, fundraisers, sports events, or parties, Town & Country Printers has what you need to make it memorable. Call us today at 574-936-9505.
Sectional 51, the semifinal round between the South Central Lady Satellites and the Culver Lady Cavaliers is on. Mitch Columbi and sports analyst Nathan Orger bringing you sectional action here on KVB's WKVI. We always remind you to join us not only on 99.3 but also on 98.3 with Rusty Nixon. He's got some baseball sectionals happening tonight, a doubleheader, so make sure to flip back and forth between 99.3 and 98.3 to stay up to speed in your local area. MOT, moment of truth here, Nathan, between these two teams. And like we've talked, it's going to be a different matchup than it was earlier on in the season. The Satellites didn't see Molbash in the circle for the Cavs. So we'll see how the response is in terms of can the Cavs keep it a close game and get to where they want to go, and that's the championship round.
I have a feeling we're going to see a good game. I've got my sour Skittles. Everything feels right with the world, and I think we're going to see a good softball game. I know you have to tell them to listen, to switch between us and the baseball on 93. Come on, surely Rusty does not have as fun of a color commentator as you have, man. Come on. Why would anybody want to? And why would anyone listen to baseball when there's softball?
I mean, you do love your softball.
I'm a true believer. I'm a latecomer. I never really got into softball until I started doing the PA thing for Gary at North Judson. I love watching it. You know, the tighter field, everything's a little more intense when that ball comes off that bat and those girls are that much closer to home plate. Bring it on, man.
Well, it is a much faster-paced game, and we're excited to see these two teams take on each other in the circle. For the Satellites, we see Maddie Cleek, a 4.84 ERA. She's 14-6 on the season. This will be her 25th appearance on the year, and Cleek has allowed 155 hits, 118 runs. She's walked 56 at-bats, has 119 strikeouts. She's the person that Coach Wallace likes to have in a moment like this to get them to a sectional championship game. I think he believes in Cleek and what she brings to the table.
I think so. You know, those 14 wins aren't good enough for her to be number 7 in 1A in the state this year.
Leading off for the Culver Cavaliers is Abby Zahner. We've talked about her. We saw her against Oregon Davis and North Judson. She can get the bat going.
Yes, she can. She's got a .534 batting average, a .603 on-base percentage, and pretty solid slugging percentage for an OPS of 1.689.
She'll take the first pitch for a called strike, as that was our web printing and JT Shirt Shack first pitch. It's a strike.
That kind of OPS out of your leadoff hitter, I mean, just that kind of slugging percentage out of your leadoff hitter, that's impressive.
Cleek to deal, the 0-1. Up top, ball called, good eye from Zahner. It's a beautiful day here in Union Mills. The sun is shining bright, unlike last night in Bremen. It's kind of an interesting night last night.
Yeah, I mean, it was comfortable, but it was kind of gray sky.
1-1 misses outside and away. 82 degrees and sunny here in Union Mills. Two-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Zahner wanted it. She cut for it. Couldn't quite keep up to it. Next pitch. Foul tip.
That high netting behind home plate keeps a lot of these foul balls in play. Monday, I think Olivia Tim with NJSP probably set a field record for the number of foul balls caught off of the net. And that misses to bring the count to full.
Kept it in play for her to be able to get there.
Doesn't count, unfortunately, but she was about as aggressive as you could imagine going after every one of those.
Swing and a miss on the 3-2. Full count, and Zahner goes down striking out for out number 1. So here comes Brooke Davis. Brooke, a .387 batting average, a .443 on-base percentage. She has a slugging percentage, Nathan, of 1.008.
You know, .443.
Or an OPS, excuse me.
Yeah, not bad. That is not bad. First pitch misses. You know, she's got like the 7th highest on-base percentage, and she's batting in the number 2 spot. A little bit weird, but that also says just how good this Culver lineup is. That they've got, you know, higher on-base percentage hit batters, you know, hitting in the 3, 4, 5 spot. You know, you want your number 2 person to be on base almost as much as you're expecting your leadoff hitter to be.
The 2-0 is fouled off down the left field line. Hits the South Central dugout, and several of the girls jumped out of the way. 2-1 from Cleek. Grounder to second. Throws over to first, and they get the out. Good job by Brooklyn Burns to get that over to Marley Cavender, and out number 2. So here comes Aiden Molbash, who we'll see in the circle momentarily, a .491 batting average. Molbash has a .609 on-base percentage and an OPS of 1.439. She's got an .830 slugging percentage. First pitch offered, up top and away for ball 1. Cleek right now looking strong. Wind blowing from right to left field, across the way. Next pitch, too high, ball 2. Cleek, right to work. Finds the zone. Two one. Finds the zone on the outside corner of the plate. Molbash, I think, thought that may have been a ball. So here's the 2-2.
I think you might be right there.
Too high. Goes full yet again here. Culver being patient at the plate.
They are certainly making Matty Cleek work for this first inning here.
The payoff. Foul down the right
Impressive
field line.
moves by the first base coach there for Culver.
Yeah, Coach Milam, he's got some hops. Jumped out of the way. Infield umpire giving him a little props on that one.
I believe the dugout cheer goes something like, "Move, coach, get out the way. Get out the way, coach, get out the way."
Grounder to Burns. Oh, she couldn't quite pick it up, so it'll be an E4 and allow Molbash to get to one.
Molbash getting things started here, and Gracie Milam stepping onto the plate. She is just a powerhouse. Number 4 in 1A and number 14 in the state for slugging percentage. Number 13 for RBIs in 1A. Number 12 for home runs in 1A.
Wow. First pitch offered, and she will be hit by the pitch. And Cleek is saying she leaned in on it. The umpires are going to come together. Oh, no, she wanted to say she actually swung on it. And he's saying, no, she's safe. Now we see Savannah Schlemmer, number 5 hitter with 2 on, 1 in scoring position and 2 outs. We thought this inning was going to be quick, and now the Cavs are making things happen here. 0-1 finds a zone, quickly 0-2.
Grace Shakaitis there behind home plate, getting a little bit of a cold war with the Culver runners on first and second, keeping them honest there.
0-2. Grounder to short, underhand throw to 2, tag the bag, that's the out. No runs, no hits, 1 error, runners left on. We'll take a break and come back for the bottom of the first. We'll see how the Satellites do in the box for the first time today, so don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years' experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Shell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
Here in Union Mills, Indiana, the South Central Satellites taking on the Culver Cavaliers in the semifinal round of Sectional 51 here on KVB's WKVI. We go to the bottom of the first along with Nathan Orger. We're so glad you've joined us. In the box to start things off is the pitcher, Matty Cleek, for South Central here, Nathan. And you know South Central, they want to come out and they want to get the bats going and get on base and get aggressive.
And she is the one to do that. Team leader in batting average, on base percentage, number 2 slugging percentage and OPS. She's as reliable in the box as she is in the circle. If I'm not mistaken, she's only a sophomore, isn't she?
Cleek is a sophomore, 452 average, an on-base percentage of .514.
Bright future ahead of this young lady, I think.
OPS of 1.138. Anything over a 1 is really pretty good.
Honestly, OPS, if you're over like an 800 in the major leagues, you're doing very well. I suppose the bar's a little bit higher in high school softball, just the way the game is played, but yeah, that's very impressive.
Molbash's first offered pitch is a called strike. Trying to get the timing down of the Satellites here early. And Cleek will step back in. Next pitch low and away. Behind home plate at the dish is Gracie Milam, and we just got done talking about how she's so good in batting average for the Culver Cavs, but also she's been the catcher for the Cavs the last 4 years of her career. There's a base knock to center field, almost played by the center fielder, but it'll drop in front of her for a base hit.
Nice effort there on the part of Abby Zahner, but that was a really, really well-positioned hit. Really good sort of low trajectory above the ground that it just came down before somebody playing as deep as Zahner could really have a chance to nab that. Diving forward is not quite as pleasant as going left or right.
So here comes Molly Jimenez.
I believe that is number 5, Kaylee Egolf, courtesy runner for the pitcher Cleek at first base.
First offered pitch from Molbash, bunt shown, laid it perfectly. She'll be out.
No way.
Perfect bunt laid in front of Milam. Molbash comes to snag it.
Nowhere to go with that.
But Jimenez was already there.
Nowhere to go with that.
So now 2-on-1 in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the first. We see Brooklyn Burns, and she was one of our Tyler Roth WKVI Athletes of the Week to start out the softball season several weeks ago. Great interview that was. First pitch called strike on the outer portion of the plate. Interesting connection. Her mom actually coached alongside Brian Hammond, who is now the head coach of the Plymouth Softball Club, when they were both together at Culver Community.
No good.
So a connection there from Burns, her mother, Brian Hammond on Plymouth's staff now as the head coach, but they both coached there at Culver for several years. I found that out because I'm good friends with Brian. The Plymouth Pilgrims, the Lady Pilgrims, they took a tough loss last night. The John Glenn Lady Falcons came from behind and won that. 1-1 inside, and dipping out of the way is Burns for a 2-1 count. Outside. Talk about Burns, the freshman, 414 batting average, on-base percentage of 465.
OPS just a hair over 1.0.
3-1. Foul tip. You talk about that bunt. What a way to get on base for a little base hit
that was
beautiful.
I don't know if she was expecting to leg it out or if that was a sacrifice that just went very well for her, but that was a perfectly placed bunt.
Full count popped up into the infield. Gracie Milam will play it for out number 1. It keeps the runners at bay. So Burns will be retired here in the bottom of the first. We now will see Marley Cavender.
Cavender, number 8 in 1A in RBIs this year.
Molbash steps on the rubber. She'll deal. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Talked about her RBI. She has 39 on the season coming into this afternoon. This is her 98th plate appearance of the season. She's a 449 batting average. She also has an on-base percentage of .495. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Mulbash right to work, the 0-2. Too high up top. Finds the zone, and going down looking will be Marley Cavender for out number 2.
Mulbash just froze her on that one. Satellite catcher Grace Shikita stepping up to the plate.
Right-handed hitter takes the first pitch up top, ball called.
Hitting just under 400 this year with an OPS of 1.046.
.1-0 from Mulbash. Swung on, popped up foul over our heads. Evens the count at a 1-1 here. Well, one thing the Cavs definitely don't want to have happen is what we saw against the Jays with 2 outs, allow several runs to cross. And that was in the first inning, if you remember.
Yep.
1-1. Foul tip. Staying alive.
Once you let the floodgates open, it can be really tough to get that rhythm back. So you gotta hold them before it's too late. You know, I think if I'm ever in a band that's big enough to tour and like have writers, I'm gonna require an entire bowl of these sour Skittles. And E-Golf advances to third on a wild pitch, and Molly Jimenez follows to second.
It's almost like they got the sign. So they will both steal second and third, hoping to bring a run across here in the bottom of the first.
Brings the count to 2-2 on Shikitis. That's a fun name.
It is.
Shikitis.
Mulbash, the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and out number 3. Mulbash will get out of the inning, but no runs crossed, 2 hits, no errors. We'll take a break. Scoreless here in this one. Don't go anywhere. Top of the second on the way. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Every morning, join Rich Wallen on the WKVI Morning Show, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central. You can catch local news as well for our area with KVB news reporters Rusty Nixon and Becca Shepard. Catch their stories on WKVI.com and Max983.net to stay up to speed in your local area. We go to the top of the second along with Nathan Orger here on WKVI. We're so glad you've joined us. Scoreless through the first inning. Thoughts after watching both teams up to the plate?
Well, we knew coming in this would probably be a close game, and after one inning, it's interesting in the ways it's been close. Both teams have threatened a little bit. South Central maybe a little more so, but in both cases, pitchers have been able to work themselves out of the jams, which I think is to be expected with these two particular young ladies in the circle.
We'll start with the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Brianna
6,
Schlemmer.
7.
Oh, gosh. Brianna Schlemmer, the left fielder, will step in, right-handed hitter. Swings on the first offer pitch, dribbler back to Cleek, throws to first for out number 1.
I really hope somebody is listening who appreciated that.
Trying to stay hip and cool. Swing and a miss.
Hey.
For Maddie Kitts.
Our good friend NJSP softball coach Gary Baxter is listening in to us as he recovers from the surgery he had this morning. Hope you're feeling well this afternoon, Gare.
Oh, he got the good stuff. He's feeling good right now. Hit me up, Coach. I'm kidding.
We didn't say that, Lenny.
It's probably, they just gave him Tylenol. He'll be fine. Anymore, I've noticed when you get a bad injury and you have surgery, they get you in physical therapy right away. They want movement in that foot or leg right away. When I had ACL surgery, they said, you're going to physical therapy and doing stretches tomorrow. We need movement. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and going down is Maddie Kitts. It was a 1-2 count. She liked the look, but she couldn't get it. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the second.
That'll bring up my favorite player's name to say, Alexis Gesanovis.
Gesanovis. So the right-handed hitter will step in. Cleek is really
on
taking
fleek.
First pitch offered. Looks like it'll miss up top for a ball. Next one will miss as well. Talk about Kitts, a 400 average at the dish. On-base percentage of .500. So here's the 2-0 from Cleek to Kitts.
Gasanovis,
excuse me. And I got her stats wrong. Gasanovis is a 167 average.
167?
And she's also an on-base percentage of .342. I was looking at Kitts. Fouled off to the right, hits the netting. So now 2-2 here.
That one sent some of her teammates in the dugout scurrying a little bit.
Two. Finds the zone on the outer portion of the plate. 3 up and 3 down quickly for Maddie Cleek, making it look easy. We're going to take a break and come back. Bottom of the second on the way. We'll see what the Satellites have in store after this.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, agriculture has been a cornerstone of our business for more than 135 years. Our personal relationships within the ag community run deep for multiple generations. If you're looking for a financial partner that knows, understands, and supports agriculture, I'd love to hear from you. I'm Isaac Blue, Ag Banker at First Farmers. Come into our Knox, North Judson, or Culver branches, or visit us online at ffbt.com when you're ready to talk about growing your operation. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication. They recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. We go to the bottom of the second along with Nathan Orger here on WKVI. Cleek made it look really good.
She is in control right now for sure. See if Molbash can pick up where she left off.
Popped up high, almost gloved by the second baseman, and it will allow Caitlin Allen to get on base.
Lute having a little bit of trouble with the leather today.
An E4 again. So now here comes Ashlyn Strow for her first plate appearance of the afternoon. Strow comes in today a .253 batting average. First offered pitch, bunt shown, and it is fouled off and hits the net. Next pitch up top. One from Molbash. Bunt shown again, laid down perfectly. Molbash tracks it down, throws to first, got the out, but it does advance Allen to 2.
Obviously, maybe just by luck, not the best bunt we've seen, as nobody's going to match Molly Jimenez, but that was very well done to get the to advance the runner to second. Stepping to the plate is Abby Kalinke, whose father and his friend tied me up when I was babysitting them 24 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, not so much that like I actually couldn't get out, but her grandfather, that other guy's dad, and my dad have been friends since school, and they asked me the only time I've ever been a babysitter in my whole life, I think, but I stayed with them after a football game, and they tied me up.
Learned your lesson.
Yeah.
The 1-0 finds the zone.
It's funny, I hadn't seen her dad in years. Ran into him right after I met Abby when I was up here Monday, and first thing out of my mouth was, "Your dad once tied me up."
That probably came. She was probably like, "What?"
Yeah. Well, I was talking to her aunt who graduated with me and whom I've known since childhood, and it's like, "Oh yeah, this is Abby," and out came the story before I even had a chance to think about what I might be like inspiring her to do and taking after her father.
2-1 inside, a little chin music to Kalinke. Kalinke, a freshman, we remember her in the basketball season, got quite a bit of time, someone to look out for the future here at South Central. Here's the 3-1. Right back to Molbash. She throws to 2. They'll get a double play. Caught Allen off guard.
Wow.
And quickly the Cavs get out of the second. We'll take a break and come back for the top of the third. We are still scoreless in this semifinal sectional matchup, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Back here in Union Mills, we start with Hayden Lute, the number 9 hitter. We'll go 9-1-2 here in the top of the third. We saw Lute a couple of weeks ago, and she had a good game against the Jays.
Yep.
First pitch is called a strike. Cleek in the top of the second really got things going. Getting into a zone here, and that's exactly what Coach Wallace was talking about he wanted. The 0-1 misses outside, trying to get Hayden to chase.
She's already got 3 strikeouts on the day, 2 of them in that very quick second inning.
Swung on the 1-1, right to short, throws over to first in time, and that will be out number 1. What a snag and throw by Ashlyn Stroud and Marley Cavender.
Cavender had to dig it out of dirt a little bit, but she made it work.
So here comes Abby Zahner for the second plate appearance of the day.
She struck out swinging after a bit of a battle of an at-bat. 7 pitches for the first at-bat of Maddie Cleek's game.
.534 batting average coming into this afternoon. First offered pitch from Cleek popped up high, and it will be out of play. Cleek. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Zahner, a .534 batting average. On base percentage of .603. 0-2 on the way. Finds the zone, it stalled Zahner, and she'll go down looking for out number 2.
2 strikeouts and 2 at-bats for Zahner. That doesn't seem right. I think that's really a testament to how in control of this game Maddie Cleek is right now.
The second and third, the defense behind her really hasn't had to worry about too much.
No. She has struck out 4 of the 10 batters she's faced thus far.
Davis will take the first offering outside. They call a strike. It grazed the outer portion of the plate. So ahead of the count is Cleek. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off. (0-2). Foul tip. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
5 out of 11.
3 up and 3 down in the top of the third. We'll take a break and come back, see if the Satellites can get things going. We're scoreless here at Sectional 51.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. McGrath Refrigeration, voted Stark County's favorite heating and air conditioning dealer, is your local Armstrong Air dealer. Call today, 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551 and ask for Tina. We go to the bottom of the third, starting with, this is number 12, Paisley Maldonado, the number 9 hitter for the South Central Ladies Satellites.
Thank you, Billy Webb, for your continued support of sports here on WKVI.
First pitch. Did she get a piece of it?
Yeah.
Foul tip for an 0-1 count. Next pitch misses outside, ball 1. (1-1). Big hit back to left field. It'll be right in front of the left fielder for a base knock. Maldonado will get on base. And we go back to the top of the order to see Maddie Cleek.
Cleek singled to center to start things off for the Satellites. And it looks like we have courtesy.
It will be for Addison Matheny, the junior. Matheny will come in and...
Don't usually see that for a third baseman.
Yeah. So she will courtesy run here. And the next offered pitch is popped up foul over our heads. First pitch offered to Cleek here. A 1. Outside and in the dirt. Swung on through the gap between third and short. It will advance Matheny to 2, and getting on base with a base hit is Maddie Cleek. So here comes Molly Jimenez. Jimenez, the freshman, .421 batting average. Her 101st plate appearance of the season. She has 21 RBIs up to this point.
Now we've got Peyton Egolf, courtesy runner at first for the pitcher.
Molbash's first offered pitch, swung on, popped up high, should be played by the first baseman. Interference, I'd say. I think the courtesy runner ran into the first baseman.
I think there was an infield fly rule called anyway.
So that will be out number 1, and now here comes Brooklyn Burns.
Burns popped up to the catcher, Milam, in the first.
First offering. Up top. Ball 1. We talked about Burns, a freshman, a .414 average, her 103rd appearance of the season. She has 28 runs batted in up to this point, hoping to add to that here with a runner in scoring position. The 1-0 popped up high, should drop, it will. Being told to go home. She is going to make it for an RBI single. So the Satellites will strike first. It was close to being played in center, but
it was. That was a tough call. That was another tough one. Zahner has been working hard out there, and it hasn't necessarily been dropping. They haven't been dropping where they need to for her.
So the Satellites will get on the board. With 1 run across, we now see Marley Cavender. First offered pitch from Molbash.
She went down looking her first time at the plate.
Cavender, a .449 batting average. Foul tip. Cavender has 39 runs batted in on the season. Hoping to add to that here with a runner in scoring position on 2. That's the courtesy runner, Egolf, correct?
Yes.
Peyton Egolf, the freshman. She's in scoring position, and here's the 1-1 from Molbash. Low and away. 2-1. Low and inside. 3-1 now. So the Satellites figuring Molbash out here.
Kind of feels that way.
Took to the 3rd inning.
Though to be fair, she's only let 1 cross the plate thus far. She's worked herself out of jams before, but that walk does not portend so well for her.
And she'll end up throwing ball 4 up top, and now here comes an opportunity for Grace Shakaitis.
Went down swinging to end the first.
.398 average, 24 RBIs on the season. Base is juiced with 1 out. Outside, tried to get her to chase, ball 1. Next pitch. Foul tip, hits the net. One. Popped up high in foul territory. It'll be gloved by the 3rd baseman to save the day. That was Savannah Schlemmer on the play.
Right fielder, Caitlin Allen.
Right fielder Caitlin Allen stepping up. She made it safely on an error at second base. Advanced to second on a sacrifice bunt from Ashlyn Strauch and was left stranded as Molbash got out of the jam in the last inning.
First pitch offers a ball. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the third here. 1-0 from Molbash. Swung on, popped up high in the infield. It'll be gloved for out number 3. The Cavs get out of it, only allowing 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. We'll take a break and come back. Boy, they got out of it.
1 run, you don't want to give it the way this game is going, but not bad given the way that inning was looking.
We'll take a break and come back. Top of the 4th on the way. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. McGrath Refrigeration, voted Stark County's favorite heating and air conditioning dealer, is your local Armstrong Air dealer. Call today, 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
High school sports in Indiana thrives because of our dedicated IHSAA officials. These men and women ensure fair play, safety, and the integrity of every game, from Friday night football to basketball tournaments through baseball and softball seasons. Without them, there are no contests, no rivalries, no memories for our student athletes. We appreciate our IHSAA officials. You make it all possible. We go to the top of the 4th. The Satellites leading 1-0. We'll start with Aiden Molbash in the box here, Nathan.
She really needs to kind of step up here and get things started for her own cause. She reached safely on an error, advanced second on a hit by pitch, and was stranded there in the first.
Takes the first pitch on the outer portion of the plate. Strike called. Molbash, a .491 average. She has 26 hits on the season. Swings and misses the 0-1 for strike 2, so Cleek is really flexing her muscles here.
If Culver doesn't get the bats going soon, they're going to be up Cleek without a paddle.
Grounded to second. Burns gloves it and gets it over to first for out number 1.
Catcher Gracie Milo.
So here comes Gracie Milam for her second plate appearance of the day. First pitch called a strike. Cleek right to work. Little half swing, it got a piece of it, hits the netting for strike 2. So Milam's behind the count here with 1 out. They're really causing problems. The Satellites' Cleek is really causing problems for the Cavs.
Yeah.
Next pitch popped up foul over the net. Trying to keep this thing alive here is Gracie Milam. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. She'll throw down to first as it was dropped by the catcher, Grace Shakaitis, but she gets the out. She throws down to first for out number 2. So here comes Savannah Schlemmer.
She's grounded into a 6-4 fielder's choice to end the first inning.
The 0-1's popped up high to right field and gloved. 3 up and 3 down. Cleek is really having a day. No runs on no hits, no errors is the top of the 4th, We'll take a break and come back for the bottom, so don't go anywhere. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing.
This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Tight one here in Sectional 51 at Union Mills, Indiana, here on WKVI. The South Central Satellites leading the Culver Lady Cavaliers 1-0. We go to the bottom of the fourth. We'll start with Ashlyn Strauss. 7, 8, 9 hitters is who we'll see. We're along with Nathan Orger. Mulbash deals the first offered pitch up top. Good eye, ball called.
I think NJSB assistant coach Chris Madsen is also listening to us.
Hey, Chris.
Straka laid down a sacrifice bunt in her previous appearance.
1-1 to Stroud.
She
popped up in foul
bunts
territory.
it again.
Milam dove for it, but couldn't quite get it. 1-2 count. Next pitch. Popped up back to center, and Abby Zahner will have it for out number 1. We go now to Abby Kalinke. Mulbash steps on the rubber to deal the first pitch. Misses up top.
Madsen says he's going to have an earbud in so he can listen to us while he's at senior awards tonight.
Oh, nice. Is that what they're doing?
We appreciate you, Chris.
NJSP?
I guess so.
Inside, strike called. What a year it's been for that senior class.
Mm-hmm.
And Molly, all those records we talked about, she broke. Just what a great year it was for Molly. 1-1, outside, misses, 2-1. But Molly's not done yet. Of course, she'll take it to the next level at Elmhurst College, playing softball. Get to watch her play a lot more softball. 2-1 from Mulbash. Inside, called strike. Kalinke thought it was a little too inside. So here's the 2-2. Swing, chop foul, keeping it alive is Kalinke here.
Molly's mom appears to be listening as well. She just told me I sound better as a Blue Jay announcer and then said not to say that. But so glad you're out there listening, Nikki.
Two. Foul tip hits the net.
Does this officially count as having my own fan club? I've got 3 people messaging me that they're listening.
I would count that.
All right, I will take it, man. I need to win.
Count it.
I need the W.
Fouled up behind Milam. Keeping it 2-2 here.
Decent at bat here for Kalinke. That is 7 pitches so far. 3 foul balls. She has been fighting here.
2-2. Popped up high. Should be played by the shortstop. It will for out number 2. That's Brooke Davis on the play. Cavs keeping this interesting. We're already in the bottom of the 4th here. an hour 23 into this broadcast. That's counting the pregame. So coming up on just an hour of game time. We now see in the box for the Satellites, this is
Paisley
number 12.
Maldonado, the
Maldonado,
third baseman.
for her second appearance.
She singled to left in her first at-bat.
Maldonado, sophomore, .333 batting average on the year. 1-0 for Molbash. Swung on, foul tip. Maldonado, on-base percentage of .451, slugging percentage of .381, and an OPS of .832. Molbash, the 1-1. Check swing, low. She's safe. Ball called. Here's the 2-1. Finds the zone. 2-2 here. You know, when we talk with Coach Wallace, he's been with these amazing teams that went deep into the postseason, all the way down to Indianapolis, of course. So, you know, he brings that history behind him of knowing what to do in these situations. She will swing and miss for strike 3 and out number 3. The Satellites still have the lead. No runs, no hits, no errors is the bottom of the 4th. We'll take a break and come back for the top of the 5th. So don't go anywhere here from Union Mills on KVB's WKVI.
Since 2012, All Grain Transport has proudly served our area farmers. What started with Adam, his wife Lindsay, their oldest son Leland, and 1 truck, All Grain Transport has grown into 11 trucks strong and a family of 5 L's. All Grain Transport specializes in efficient grain hauling during harvest, and with on-site storage, customers can harvest faster and market their grain long after the season ends. From grain to a variety of ag needs, All Grain really can transport it all. All Grain Transport is proud to help continue the tradition here on WKVI Sports, so call them at 574-225-6131. That's All Grain Transport. Family driven, community strong, and built to haul it all.
Back here at South Central and Union Mills, Mitch Columby along with sports analyst Nathan Orger. We're so glad you've joined us here for some semifinal sectional action here on WKVI. We start the top of the 5th. The Cavs in the box here. It's number 7, Brianna Schlemmer. She'll foul the first one off out of play from Maddie Cleek, who is just dominating today. Wouldn't you say?
I don't know if we've got a good enough word in the English language to describe just how impressive she has been so far. But I'm okay with making one up and hoping that Merriam-Webster will eventually adopt it.
0-2, she got right to work on the second strike. Schlemmer will swing on the 0-2 for a strikeout and out number 1. This game is moving along quite quickly here. Here's Maddie Kitts, first baseman, first pitch called strike. Halfway swung, still didn't like the pitch.
Kitts went down swinging in the second inning.
Her 50th appearance on the season, she's a .400 average. She has 16 hits coming into this afternoon as she takes the next pitch, a called strike. Kitts an on-base percentage of .500 and OPS of 1.000. 0-2, outside and away. Culver's got the cheers, that's for sure. Grounder goes foul down the left field line. Oh, he's calling it fair. It looked like it was to the left of the bag from my angle. The home plate umpire says, nope, it was fair. as diving to catch it was third baseman Paisley Maldonado. They're calling it fair now. Kitts will get on base with a base hit. Is that how you're scoring it?
Assuming something crazy doesn't happen on the field, yes.
And I think there will be a courtesy runner here.
Oh my, I think Alexis Gasanova's taking some practice swings just hit our home plate umpire.
Oh.
This game is getting
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, he can't be standing that close. Shouldn't have been standing close to the box.
So, yes, there is a pinch runner out at first base now for Maddie Kitts. I can't get a read on the number from here, though. It's either Milani Beach or Hannah Dolavet based on the number. I can see it's a 2.
Yeah, it's a 2.
Thinking it's Beach.
First pitch offered inside to Alexis Gasanovas. That is Milani Beach. With 1 out, 1 on. It's a 1-0 count here to Alexis Gasanovas. Home plate umpire seems to be fine. He was just shocked, I think, that it hit him. (2-0).
Oh, almost took off Milani Beach's head with that line drive.
She's digging for 3. They throw to third. The tag got her for out number 2. Beach tried to get around to third. Getting aggressive here are the Cavs. Couldn't make it happen. It will be a base hit, though, for Gasanovas. And that's the first hit of the inning, isn't it? Or is that the second? Second, excuse me. So the Cavs were trying to make something happen. They couldn't, and that's the second out.
I respect the aggressive approach.
Here's Hayden Lute. Fouls this one off the net.
Lute grounded out to the shortstop in the third inning.
Next pitch finds the zone. Stealing 2, Gasanovas will. They threw down. Shortstop Ashlyn Stroud came over, had it in her glove, and then it popped out. Gasanova slides in safe. She's in scoring position here. Taking chances are the Cavs. And at this point in the game, that's where they're going to have to at some point here. So here's the 0-2 with 2 outs from Maddie Cleek, who has just been great today.
You can be conservative when you're winning, but
now's the time to get things rolling. And you can kind of see head coach J.B. Overmeyer down there at third really wanting to be aggressive on the base paths here.
Like I said pregame, Culver needs to find the right level of intensity. Sending Beach to third was certainly towing that line right there between intensity and sloppiness.
You guys are missing it. That's 3 strikes. That's 3 strikes.
What?
Well, we thought there were 3 strikes.
Oh, there were. They missed it.
I think he lost his count there behind home plate.
100.
Lute even thought she was gone down streaking. Even Lute thought she went down striking out. So now here's a full count. Swing on and miss. Strikeout called.
That was certainly an interesting half inning.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors is the top of the 5th. The Satellites still in the lead. We'll take a break and come back for the bottom of the 5th. Don't go anywhere. Tensions are rising here in Union Mills.
More people are switching to Surf Internet because they've had enough with slow speeds, rising bills, and internet that struggles when everyone is online. Here's what your neighbors Anita and Anthony had to say after they switched.
Great value, awesome speeds, and 0 issues.
We should have switched sooner.
Switching is easy. Plans start at just $30 a month with AutoPay, with free installation, all-in pricing, and no contracts. Visit surfinternet.com today. Restrictions apply. Not all speeds available in all areas.
The team at LAP Waste is ready to serve you. Here's Honey Lamer.
Yes, we are so blessed at LAP Waste. We have been able to expand our staffing, and we have some amazing drivers, office help. We are just absolutely blessed in the group that we currently have.
Kirby Anderson, how does someone reach out to LAP to become a customer?
It's real simple. They can either email lapwaste@yahoo.com, and then we will get in contact with them, or they can call the office at 574-542-4019.
We start with Maddie Cleek getting a base hit here in the bottom of the fifth between third and short. Perfect placement on the first offered pitch in the bottom of the fifth from Aiden Bolbash, Nathan.
This game, man, I tell you. That top of the fifth was kind of wild. Still just a one-run game, though. This is really anybody's ball game. If Molbash can remain calm on the mat in the circle there, Culver can still make this happen.
Molly Jimenez, for her third time today, takes the first offered pitch, called strike.
She has singled on her little bunt and been called out on infield fly rule.
0-1 from Molbash. She deals. Swung on and missed. Strike two. Molbash head of the count. One on. Nobody out. The 0-2. Too high. Ball one. Next pitch. Up top and getting the steal sign was Amelia Grove, courtesy running for Maddie Cleek.
That's three different courtesy runners. I'm about to run out of lines here.
That is number 9, isn't it?
No, 9 is Peyton Egolf.
Oh, Peyton Egolf. Thank you.
You're looking at the wrong wrong roster.
Peyton Egolf. I was looking at Culver. Peyton Egolf, thank you. The courtesy runner getting to 2. Next pitch, I believe, is a ball. It makes it go foul. It makes it go full. I'm going to figure it out one day.
We all are, Mitch. We all are.
The payoff. Finds the zone on the inner portion of the plate. And going down looking is Molly Jimenez for out number 1. But here comes the freshman, Brooklyn Burns, second baseman, will step into the box here, right-handed hitter for her third time today already.
Just popped out to the catcher and singled to center.
First pitch finds the zone, outside corner. Low and away. One. Big rip back to left field. Had it in the glove for Brianna Schlemmer. It will bring the courtesy runner Egolf home. An RBI double, and now they threw home. It went past Molbash, who tried to cut it off, tried to be the cutoff man, and that allows Burns to get to 3. Or are you calling that an error on Schlemmer?
100%. That was in the glove. She should have had that.
So an error saw Burns get to 2. They throw to the cutoff Molbash at home. It went past her, and that allowed Burns to advance to 3. So now the Satellites lead 2-0. The infield having a conversation amongst themselves in the circle here for the Cavs. Tough situation for Brianna Schlemmer there in left field. She had a heck of a play on it, but couldn't make it happen, unfortunately.
I hate to see that happen to Molbash. She has pitched pretty well today, and to see a run come in like that just hurts.
First pitch up top, ball called. Next pitch, popped up foul over our heads. One. Finds the zone on the outside corner. Strike 2. Seems that's where the home plate umpire really likes that pitch.
I think you were right. He's been given a bit of latitude there on the outside.
1-2 from Molbash. She deals.
I suppose technically speaking, since it's up and down, it's a little bit of longitude he's been given.
That one was a ball, so it evens up at 2-2. She deals. Outside. Full count here. To Marley Cavender. With a runner on third, the Satellites lead by 2, hoping to bring another run across here. Molbash, the payoff. Popped up, blooper, back to center. Abby Zahner will glove it. Tagging up is Burns. She'll slide in safe. 3-0. The Satellites are in the lead.
She executed. She got the job done. Zahner made a really on-target throw to Milam at home plate, but just could not get there quite in time.
A nice job for Marley Cavender on the sac fly, and now we will see Grace Shakaitis for her third time today.
Shakaitis has struck out swinging and popped out to third. A little bit of quiet day for the Satellite catcher.
First pitch offers a ball. One-0 from Molbash. To Shakaitis. Finds the outside corner. Perplexing the Satellites is that pitch right there. They believe it's a ball outside, but that's where the umpire's been consistent calling it this afternoon.
Baseball, softball, 101. You got to learn the strike zone.
Popped up high in the infield. It will almost be played by Molbash. She couldn't get a glove on it. How are you scoring that?
Yeah, I don't think she had a glove on it. It was just kind of dropped right in between them.
Calling it a base hit.
Yeah.
And it will
be a courtesy runner coming in for the catcher Shakaitis. Number 1, Riley Matheny.
So with 2 outs, 1 on, it's Caitlin Allen.
Allen has reached safely on an error and popped out to second.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Back to second, high fly ball, and it's caught for out number 3 by the second baseman, Hayden Lute. But 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 error is the bottom of the 5th. The Satellites are in the lead, 3-0. We'll take a break and come back. Top of the 6th is on the way.
There's a trend happening around the educational world. More and more high school graduates are attending smaller community colleges to start their educational journey. At Marian University's Ancilla College, we welcome students from all walks of life. The opportunities at Marian University are endless, from living on campus to being a collegiate student athlete. From day one, your professors will help you create a plan for a success at Marian and beyond. Find out more about Marian University's Ancilla College through our website at marian.edu/Ancilla today.
L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication. They recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms, which is all local teams. Good luck this season. Mitch Columbia along with Nathan Orger, we go to the top of the sixth. As the top of the sixth as the Cavs are up to bat here. And Maddie Cleek in the circle. This is Abby Zahner.
They will start things off with the top of the order. Center fielder Abby Zahner fouls the ball off of her leg.
I think she swung on the pitch and her hand got in there and
I don't know. She hit something. I love her bat. It's kind of like a bomb pop color scheme.
It is.
She got every bit of that one.
And it's fouled off out of play towards the parking lot. So an 0-2 count to Abby Zahner. Cleek ahead of the count here.
Gets past Shakaitis.
Swing and a miss, strike three. Zahner goes down for out number one.
That is Cleek's 9th strikeout of the day.
Wind blowing from right to left field. Very sunny here in Union Mills, 80 degrees.
Shortstop Brooke Davis has struck out and grounded out to second.
First offered pitch from Cleek. Fouled off. Oh-1. Finds the zone on the outside corner.
He has certainly been consistent with that outside corner there. Very wide corner.
0-2, inside and low, ball one. Might have slipped out of Cleek's hand there. One, two. Chop foul. One, two. Swung on it inside, dropped by Shakaitis. She throws down to first and they get the out. Davis knew to at least try to get to first, but that is out number 2 here in the top of the 6th. We now see Aiden Molbash.
Just reach on an error and grounded to second.
Third appearance of the afternoon. Steps into the box, Cleek to deal. Finds the zone. Same spot. That outside corner he likes.
Molbash has got to recognize that, given how much she has benefited from it.
Yeah, no kidding. 0-1. That one misses outside. Cleek tried to put it in the same spot, but it just misses. One. And it'll be a base knock into right field. Grounder got past second and first, right in the gap for a base hit. So here comes Gracie Milam. If there was ever an opportunity for her, it'd be now.
Milam has been hit by a pitch and struck out. She is very much due, having come into this game, .534 batting average and a .591 on base percentage.
First pitch offered, finds the zone, outside corner. Grounder to short. She'll tag the bag at 2, and that'll be the third out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors is the top of the 6th. Satellite still in control. We take a break and come back. Bottom of the 6th on the way.
Hello there. Is this that First Choice Contractor?
No, sir. This is First Choice Insurance.
I'm looking for a good contractor. I could use a deck put on the back of my house.
We aren't contractors, but we do offer a great contractor's insurance program with all the coverages a contractor needs.
Well, would you consider putting one of those walk-in tubs in my bathroom for me?
Phone us today in North Judson at 896-3482 or in Knox at 772-5370.
Back here in Union Mills, the South Central Satellites lead the Culver Lady Cavaliers here in the semifinal round of Sectional 51. Aiden Molbash in the circle for the Cavs, trying to keep this one close. It's getting to that point in time, Nathan, where they're going to go to the top of the 7th, and it'll be the last chance for them. They've got to be smart here.
Do or die, moment of truth.
Starting things off for the Satellites here in the bottom of the 6th is number 18. This is Ashlyn Strow. Third time today.
Sacrifice bunt in the 2nd and flew out to center in the 4th.
Fouls this one off down the right field line. Molbash the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2 by Strow. Molbash kicks and deals. Outside, ball 1. One, 2. Foul tip, staying alive is Strow. Low and in the dirt, evens up 2-2. Next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, out number
1. She was a leadoff hitter. It's a bit warm up here.
It is. It is getting warm up here. The sun's beating right on us. Now here comes Abby Kalinke.
She is grounded to the pitcher and popped out to the shortstop.
First pitch offered, called strike in that outside corner. One out, nobody on. 3-0. The Satellites lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch misses outside. Evens up 1-1. Inside and low. Ball 2. Next pitch. Up top. 3-1. Chop foul. Right to Tony Wallace. Nice snag by him.
Lead by example, man.
Full count here, Molbash to Kalinke. Deep hit back to left field. It'll hit the fence. And digging for two is Kalinke for a double. So she puts herself in scoring position, and now we will see Paisley Maldonado, the number 9 hitter. Maldonado to step in to face Molbash here. Molbash really wanting to get out of this inning without allowing anything to cross. Swing and a miss, strike one.
We talking about the Penguin over here in the press box, Ron Say? A little before my time.
Grounded to third, couldn't be gloved. It bounced and hopped off her arm, and now being told to go home is Abby Kalinke for another run to cross. How are you scoring that one? That's hard to bring in. You going E5?
I am reserved. I'm holding off. Yeah.
Couldn't stay in front of it there. So it'll be an error there. And bringing that run across is Kalinke. And now we go to the top of the order. It's Maddie Kleek. Line drive right to third. She made good on that one, the third baseman did. Savannah Schlemmer for out number 2. So here comes Molly Jimenez. Molbash, first pitch to Jimenez. Outside. Up top and inside, ball 2. The Cavs are going to have a lot of work to do here in the top of the 7th where they're down 4 runs to keep the game rolling. They are going to have to either tie it or take the lead, best case scenario. Next pitch misses up top, bounces out of the glove of Milam. She tracks it down. Maldonado stays at 1.
You know, this late in the game with the sun where it is just beating down on the field, these girls got to be getting tired, and that is going to be a tall order for Culver to come back to the plate. They are really going to have to refocus, find some poise, and snap out of it if they're going to keep this season alive.
3-0 finds the zone. Jimenez just let it go. And now here's a 3-1 from Molbash. She deals. Pop foul, hits the net.
Coach Baxter has given me a hard time for not feeling confident on my call whether it was a hit and error. Appreciate it, Gare.
We didn't want to make her feel bad. Full count. Grounder gets past first base. It'll be a base hit. And being told to go to 3 is Maldonado, and she will get from first to third. So runners in the corners here with 2 outs. She swung on the full count. It gets between first and second. Perfect placement for a base knock. So here comes Brooke Burns, second baseman, the freshman. We've talked about her. She is an up-and-comer that's going to be quite fun to watch for Satellite Nation the next several years here.
It is much warmer here than in Southern California today, Mitch.
What is it in SoCal?
We're talking low 80s here to low 60s in Southern California.
Wow, they're probably freezing wearing hoodies. Sissies. Oh, it's freezing out here. Big rip to left field by Burns.
Third baseman's head.
Brings one run home, brings the second run home, and digging in for two. It is a 2 RBI single, and then she advances to 2 off the throw to home.
I think she might have had that double, honestly, to be honest. I was inclined to call it that way, but I think she was trucking.
So 2 RBI double is how we're scoring it here, and Brooklyn Burns will get to second. So here comes Marley Cavender. That makes it 6-0, making it even harder for the Cavs here in the top of the 7th. The Satellites feeling pretty strong after those insurance runs. With 2 outs, first pitch up top, ball called to Cavender. (1-0) outside. (2-0) popped up high behind the fence and over our heads. So 2-1 count here. To Cavender with 2 outs. Mulbash trying to keep this tight as possible, but the Satellites have pulled away here.
Satellites have gone into orbit.
Yes, they have. Rip, slicer up the middle. And being told to stay at 3.
Excellent footwork on Brooklyn Burns not to get hit by that ball.
Cavender will get to 1. They throw to the cutoff at home. And in the meantime, Marley goes ahead and takes 2. Courtesy runner Gabby Romine, the freshman, will courtesy run for Cavender.
Second base for Satellites, number 2, Gabby Romine. Now batting catcher Grace Shakaitis.
So here comes Grace Shakaitis. Oh, I think I see Jay Huerta in the house. I think that's Jay. Remember him from the basketball season, was on the volleyball team for the boys. Did such a great job this season, made it to a sectional championship game. He's coming out to support the Satellites here in the softball diamond. Good to see him. 0-1 count here to Grace. Mulbash deals, foul tip hits the fence.
I gotta tell you, I know rules at this level are different. I get the courtesy runner rule for pitchers and catchers, but letting pinch runners come in and then letting the original hitters re-enter is something that has always bothered me. If you're playing ball, do it all. You hit the ball, you get on, run it yourself. Don't find somebody who's faster and just bring them in. Make them earn it. I don't know. It's gonna start sounding like a boomer here, I know, but it's this whole participation trophy generation run amok.
One, 2. Low.
One of these days I'm going to say something controversial enough to get myself in trouble. Gary Baxter, stupid take. Shut up. Worst take I have ever heard. Gary, I'm standing by it, buddy. Make him work.
Grounder between third and short. The Satellites are pouring it on, bringing 1 run home. Now here comes the second. And she will. Then advancing to 3. Oh, this is falling apart for the Cavs. Shakaitis will get all the way to 3 off of that, but she brings 2 across. Mound or circle visit here for J.B. Overmeyer. It's just gotten away from the Cavs here with 8 runs that have crossed.
I got third base for the Satellites number 1, Riley Matheny, is now batting direct fielder Caitlin Allen.
Allen has reached on air and popped out to second twice.
You know, as a bench player myself, Nathan, I'd say that'd give me an opportunity to get in the game. So
I was too fat to be a pinch runner anyway, so I wasn't going to benefit from it.
I'd have to disagree with you. Give me an opportunity to get out there. But I see what you're saying.
Man, I just use that opportunity to master the scorebook. How do you think I know what I'm talking about with the game of baseball and softball? Because I wasn't good enough to play, and I just
because you were the guy that filled it out.
Tracked every dang stat I could.
Fouled off out of play.
Allen, by the way, is the 9th satellite at the plate today.
Yeah, this is Caitlin Allen. Number 6 hitter here in right field on defense. And here's the 0-2 from Molbash. Swung on, popped the right field, right in front of the right fielder. It will be bringing a run across. They'll throw to 2 and tag her for out number 3, but that run will cross. 5 runs on 5 hits, 1 error is the bottom of the 6. 9-0. The Satellites really took it to the Cavs there in that one. We're going to take a break and come back and see what the Cavs have to start the 7th. Can they come back? We'll find out after this.
Osborne Advantage Real Estate is a proud sponsor of local sports. Steve and Donna love being members of the community and would love the opportunity to make you feel right at home, right here in Stark County. Whether you're buying, selling, or relocating, call Osborne Advantage Real Estate today at 574-896-2567 for guidance and instant support.
When you need quality printing that gets you noticed, Town & Country Printers is your one-stop shop. We specialize in vinyl graphics of all kinds. Bold yard signs, attention-grabbing banners, custom labels and decals made just for you. Need custom t-shirts? We print those too. Plus professional business cards that make the perfect first impression. We print everything but newspapers and money. Whether it's business advertising, special events and outings, fundraisers, sports events, or parties, Town & Country Printers has what you need to make it memorable. Call us today at 574-936-9505.
Well, it's now or never for the Cavs of Culver as they trail 9-0. It was 4-0 going into the bottom of the 6th, but those 5 runs by the Satellites make it 9-0 here. And a first offered pitch to the Cavs is swung on and missed by Savannah Schlemmer. The second one is as well for strike 2. Maddie Cleek, what a dominating afternoon it's been for her.
Goodness gracious.
The 0-2's up top, wanted her to chase, she wouldn't. Ball 1.
Well, I still say you and Gary are wrong. I am all about the courtesy runner. That makes sense to me.
1-2.
I'm just going to keep pushing this till the 3 of us finally meet up for drinks or something, and you guys can just double team me as Schlemmer flies out to right field. First out of the inning.
That is out number 1, so the Satellites 2 outs away from punching their ticket to the sectional championship matchup. Swung on, popped up foul over our heads.
And Gary Baxter just texts Mitch to say 2 words, fire him. I dare you to fire me, Gary.
Good help's hard to come by.
Nobody said I was good help, though.
Well, I didn't say you were bad.
That's the nicest thing anyone said to me in a while.
You breathe. Swing
oh,
and a miss.
God, I breathe.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and going down swinging is Brianna Schlemmer. So now here comes Maddie Kitts. It's all up to her to keep this thing going. But the Satellites want to finish it here in the top of the 7th with 2 outs. Just got away from the Cavs here late in this game. And really now
did.
The first pitch offered to Kitts. Strike. Grounder to short. Glove throws to first, and the Satellites will make it to the sectional championship matchup. It was gloved by the shortstop, Ashlyn Strow, over to Marley Cavender, and that will be the ball game. 9-0, the Satellites beat the Culver Lady Cavaliers. We will take a break and come back for the Collins Insurance postgame show. We'll have our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game as well as our Stark County Co-op play of the game. So don't go anywhere. The Collins Insurance postgame show is up next.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
9-0 as the South Central Satellites beat the Culver Cavaliers. Big time win for the Satellites. We bring in our sports analyst Nathan Orger. What's the story, in your opinion, on this game?
Maddie Cleek is the story of this game. Maddie Cleek is the story of this game. Yes, late inning theatrics on the part of the Satellite offense. You know, Molbash pitched very well for most of the game. She lost it. The defense lost it behind her. But Maddie Cleek, she is tonight's game.
The Cavs had it within 4, but then that bottom of the 6th really just opened things up for, you know, I mean, those 5 runs, that killed the Cavs. It just did.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll take a break and
that was the worst beating the Cavaliers have taken since Oliver Cromwell.
Oh, gosh. Jesus. We'll take a break and come back. Our Stark County Co-op play of the game is up next. Don't go anywhere.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. McGrath Refrigeration, voted Stark County's favorite heating and air conditioning dealer, is your local Armstrong Air dealer. Call today, 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op play of the game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
Welcome you in for our Stark County Co-op play of the game. As this is the Collins Insurance postgame show, we're kind of conversing here on what we think the Stark County Co-op play of the game could be. There was several plays that come to mind, but Nathan, what's something that popped up in your head maybe?
You know, I think this is the first time, maybe not ever, but the first time this season at least, I've called the defensive play the play of the game. But if you go back to the top of the 5th, Culver was knocking on the door. They finally got Maddie Kitts had singled to left, and Milani Beach came in as a pinch runner and saw Alexis Gasinovis take a single to right field, and the Satellite right fielder, Caitlin Allen, made a beautiful throw to third base to stop Beach in her tracks, and the momentum that could have been happening there, that was it, you know. And at that point, it was a 1-0 game, and it was in the bottom of that inning then that Satellites put up a couple more, and then obviously the 6 went crazy. But I think that 9-5 put out to stop that momentum for Culver is where we look for the play of the game today.
It was nice of Doug Nelson to help us out on that idea as well.
He was right.
He was right. And, of course, Doug Nelson, the head coach for the girls basketball team here at South Central, we just asked him, hey, Coach, what do you think it was? Because we couldn't really figure it out. And he said, what about that? He said he thought he didn't take a thought at all. He just knew it immediately.
And I think he was absolutely right. I think I'm so inclined always to look at the score sheet and see, who hit that home run that set the tenor for the game. But that was really it. That was a momentum stopper. And, sometimes that's all it takes. You stop the momentum and
look what happened.
Yeah.
We'll take a break, come back. Our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game is up next here in the Collins Insurance postgame show.
When you need quality printing that gets you noticed, Town & Country Printers is your one-stop shop. We specialize in vinyl graphics of all kinds. Bold yard signs, attention-grabbing banners, custom labels and decals made just for you. Need custom t-shirts? We print those too. Plus professional business cards that make the perfect first impression. We print everything but newspapers and money. Whether it's business advertising, special events and outings, fundraisers, sports events, or parties, Town & Country Printers has what you need to make it memorable. Call us today at 574-936-9505.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch?
Thanks, John. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson St. High School, who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Ashley Derrickson, 5-star player of the game.
I hope it's somebody who is in the Knox Mall. I would be a criminal in need of a defense attorney if I awarded this to anybody other than Maddie Cleek tonight. She was 3 for 4 at the plate, scored 1 run, 0 runs, 3 hits, 11 strikeouts on 90 pitches. She was a force of nature this evening. It's crazy to me she is only a sophomore. Like I said, if anybody else had gotten that honor tonight, should be calling the sheriff's office and I should be looking for an attorney. Congratulations, Maddie Cleek.
Well, I know Schramm's there in Winnemac. You could get a hold of Schramm. Justin Schramm. Isn't he still in Winnemac there?
Yes, he is, but his dad's the sheriff. Although not the sheriff here, so I'd be all right, I suppose.
Yeah, you'd be all right.
Oh, man. I got one of my best friends is a detective with the sheriff's office here. And I probably shouldn't say anything more, or somebody might assume I don't need a defense attorney because I have given it to the right person. It is Maddie Cleek, and also happy to note the Cubs are actually winning a game right now.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, the South Central Satellites will face the Triton Trojans in the sectional championship matchup on Saturday. That will be here at South Central at 10 a.m. Central. Triton beat Argus a couple of nights ago.
Sorry to interrupt you, Mitch, but I'm pretty sure our player of the game is leaving the dugout in a cowgirl hat right now.
Oh, she's feeling good today. She
is feeling good today.
But yeah, Triton beat Argus last night 17-3. So it'll be Triton versus South Central in the sectional 51 championship on Saturday. 10 a.m. Central is the scheduled first pitch. Well, KVB's WKVI Sports will be back in action tomorrow night to continue our sectional run. We will see the Winnemac Lady Warriors take on the Jimtown Jimmies for a sectional championship. We will be going live at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, right here on 99.3 FM and online at WKVI.com. We also remind you to join us this coming Saturday for the final Saturday Sports Line of the 2025-2026 school year, where we will announce our new Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Year. We go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, right here on 99.3 and online at WKVI.com. If you ever missed the Saturday Sports Line, don't worry. We remind you of the Saturday Sports Line replay every Sunday at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Hey, follow us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all KVB Sports content. Also, if you want to watch these games back and listen along with us, give me time to edit the video footage together and get it on my personal YouTube and X pages under Mitch's Inside Mike. You can go to that channel, watch all the Saturday Sports Lines back. For the last, 4 years, I started recording these games video-wise and Saturday Sports Lines last year, but they are all in chronological order dating back to my first broadcast in the fall of 2022. So go to Mitch's Inside Mike, click Playlist, and you can follow along to the corresponding years in chronological order. Couldn't be any easier than that right there at Mitch's Inside Mike. Final word for you today, Nathan.
That was not quite the game I expected it to be, and I don't think you probably did either.
No.
Pretty close. It was fairly close until the last couple of innings, but really expected to see a little more out of Coach Overmeyer's Cavs as they wound down the season, and I really hate to see the seniors, go out that way.
Looks like head coach Tony Wallace is going to make his way over here to
right
have
on.
a word with us so we can get the chance to talk with him. Always a great time when we talk to Coach Wallace. A big win for the Satellites, beating the Culver Cavs here in this one 9-0. We'll await him to get on up here. But, dominating performance. Maddie Cleek, our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. And then that play from right field to third was the play of the game. As now here comes head coach Tony Wallace of the South Central Satellites. Got to be very happy with his Satellites in this one tonight, Coach. Go ahead, take a seat here, Coach. You got to feel pretty good about that win, Coach.
Definitely a good win there against a tough team.
Cleek dominated. What do you have to say about that?
She did. I'll give you that. She did. Second game in a row, she was pretty good in the circle there.
Oh, come on, Coach. Pretty good.
The best meal in the world is fine, okay? So it's pretty good. She's really good out there. She was really good the last two games. And the thing is she's getting ahead of the batters and not really getting, a big pitch count on batter. And that was the important thing, too. There was a lot of them. She got ahead 1-2, 0-2, and stuff like that, and I think that's important. And then, like you said, when you get the first batter of the game, and then you start leading off the innings with strikeouts or an out or whatever like that. That's a big lift for the team actually to do that, because they actually settle down once they get that first out in and stuff like that. Now it's they start to settle in.
Right.
Now they're going to go to work. Defense kicks in, and everything seemed to be a perfect game today.
You see Triton on Saturday. They took care of business against Argus yesterday. All signs point to a pretty good matchup there.
Yeah, I honestly don't know much about Triton. I wish I did. We didn't play them this year. I did see a little bit of what their play against Argus, and we're just having to come play our type of ball against them to play clean defense and to get on the board early.
Well, good luck, Coach. I wish you well, and hopefully it's a big-time Satellite win, be a sectional champion again. I know you've been waiting on that one.
Yeah.
How long has it been?
Since the sectional win, 300 and some odd days.
Just a year.
Yeah. About 358 days.
I always say that because, he's used to winning. He's used to winning here at South Central.
Yeah, this will be our ninth.
Yeah. Up for ninth.
If we get to that point, So I don't want to jinx anything.
You got to make it happen.
We got to make it happen. And I tell you what, the girls have been doing an outstanding job. These last two games have been just phenomenal as far as the defense. I think if you look at the bottom stat line, we kept the errors to 1 or less, and that's a big key. And if you go through our books and you see where the games where we struggled, we had 5-6 errors and whatnot.
I think you had one error in the first inning. And
we had one error in the first inning, and and nobody's harder on themselves than what Brooklyn was at that point. So that's part of the maturity that we're going to have to install. Is over the years is like, hey, let it go. We'll get the next one, and she did. She brought her bat back, got some line drives, knocked in some runs. And that's what it's all about.
Well, go get it done, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank
That
you.
is head coach of the South Central Satellite Softball Club, Tony Wallace, here in the Collins Insurance post-game show. Good luck to the Satellites. We wish them well, and hopefully it is a big-time Satellite Sectional Championship. Our final on this one saw the South Central Satellites beat the Culver Cavaliers 9-0. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Sports. For our sports analyst Nathan Orger, our in-game announcer John Thompson, I'm Mitch Columby. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School Softball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, L&D Farms, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, USW Local 9551, Collins Insurance, McGrath Refrigeration, Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack, Kankakee Valley REMC, Osborne Advantage Real Estate, Keener Construction, LAP Waste, Sideline Automotive, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5 Star. We thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports.